So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you once again for joining me today. I have to say this to you that I am thoroughly and extremely pissed the fuck off. And I'll have to tell you why. This probably needs to be like 10 or 20 fucking videos. But I'm going to try to condense this as best I can, as pissed off as I am about it. So, as most of you know, I'm a nurse. Although I'm not working as a nurse right now because my job has decided that nurses don't have the right to defend themselves when they're being attacked by a patient. I'm working somewhere else. In a mailroom, actually. So, the Phoenix VA is full of shit. And I'll tell you why so many of the nurses are leaving, why some people are getting sick and dying, and why we have such a horrible problem in the healthcare career field. Sorry, my dog is doing stuff. In the healthcare career field. And the reason that we're having such a problem is because, specifically the Phoenix VA, doesn't give a fuck about its nursing staff or anyone that works there. Because, as I've been sent to a mailroom to work for the past week for self-defense, because, you know, black skin, white tears, so I had a COVID exposure from a fellow employee all this week without knowing it until today, about an hour or so ago. So they cleared out the mail room, and we were sent to occupational health, where they told us, too bad, so sad, we're not going to test you, go back to work, and see you tomorrow. So this guy who, and no one in this mailroom wears a mask ever, hardly ever, except me, never wears a mask, sits next to me all fucking day, every day, all this week that I've been there, pops positive for COVID, is not vaccinated, so he has to get tested weekly. When he popped positive, we went to go say, hey, you know, we'd like to get tested or whatever, and they told us, because of their new guidelines, not CDC guidelines, but their new guidelines, that, hey, yeah, we're not going to test you, and just go back to work. See you tomorrow. Go back to work. It's like, whoa, wait a second. Everyone in this room has been exposed to a person who is positive for COVID. You going to do anything about it? Nope, not a thing. And you want to know why, if you have family members going to the VA, why they're getting sick when they're in the VA, supposed to be getting healthy? If you got a family member that's getting sick in the VA, specifically the Phoenix VA, that's why. Because they're telling the nursing staff that we're not going to pay for you to be off work if you're exposed. We're not going to pay for you to be off work if you have positive COVID tests. Even if you have symptoms, we're not going to pay. You have to take your own days off of leave. And if you don't have the days, we're going to send you AWOL, which can result in disciplinary action, or they'll send you home without pay until you get better. Don't end up on a ventilator or get admitted to the hospital, because then, hey, too bad, so sad. If you're sick for months on end, you'll just lose your fucking job. And when if you're sick, if you're not sick and you don't have any symptoms, hey, go back to work, just wear a mask this time. Now, this is for people who I am working with now who don't wear masks. Most of them have never been vaccinated and refuse to get vaccinated. That's why we have the problem that I had to experience today. So now that have been exposed for a week, I'm the only motherfucker in the room who wears a mask in an enclosed room for a week, with a motherfucker who doesn't give a fuck about anybody else. Now I'm, exposing anyone who lives with me, exposing anybody I've come in contact with who's come into my house, exposing anyone, when I have to go eat at the, at the cafeteria or buy something at the store. Even though I'm wearing a mask, I'm still exposing people because this motherfucker hands me shit all day and we touch the same things all fucking day. But if you have family members in the Phoenix VA and you want to know why they're getting sick, this is why. If they've gotten COVID from the Phoenix VA and have gone there and gotten sick, this is why. Because they don't give a fuck about you, your family, not even specifically not their employees. Because if they gave a damn, they wouldn't say, you have to take your own leave. Because we don't want to pay you for being off work, for being exposed, for working a job that causes you to get exposures from people who have COVID. Specifically, if it's your own fellow fucking employees, we don't give a shit. Get your asses back to work. So what if you get sick? Not our problem. Take your own leave. So what, you end up on a ventilator? Not our problem. Take your own leave. And when you run out of leave, we're going to do what we can to do to fire you for getting sick because you've been exposed at a job where the job refuses to let you have days off from the exposure and refuses to follow the fucking mandate and enforce the mandate for people to wear masks and get vaccinated. Because, you know, religious exemption. Oh, the mask doesn't fit me right, so I'm not going to wear a mask. Or just don't wear a mask because no one's enforcing it. Specifically the supervisors that run the goddamn mailroom. Specifically the administrators who run the fucking VA. They don't give a shit. So if you have family members, veterans, that work at the Phoenix VA, be on notice. If you've seen my face there, or seen, well, you won't see my face, but if you've seen me there and you've said hi or walked past me in the hallway or picked up something from the cafeteria or touched a door that I touched, you've just been exposed to COVID. So I've just exposed thousands of people today to COVID. Not counting the guy who works in the mailroom with me, who runs around the hospital, touching doors and elevator buttons and going up. If you, and this is for everyone, if you know someone who works at or has been at the Phoenix VA this week, and you've seen me or anyone that works in the mailroom or anyone in the VA who's touched a fucking door or been near everybody, you've just been exposed to COVID. Congratulations. Hey, but the government's not going to take any responsibility for it because too bad, so sad, they don't give a fuck about you. And they damn sure don't give a fuck about me or anyone else that they've just fucking exposed. And you wonder why you can't keep your fucking nurses, Phoenix VA. You wonder why everybody's fucking quitting. Wondering why that strike may be coming real fucking soon. If you think it's bad now, like I told you, I was going to expose you motherfuckers for everything of the piece of shits that you are. And I'm going to keep doing it every chance I get to fuck you up for what you've tried to do to me and others. And what you're doing to us nurses and us healthcare providers and staff at the VA, what you've been doing to us for years. Fuck you. Your time has come. I will do everything I can to TikTok this, Twitter this. I'm going to start a Twitter page today. Everybody is going to fucking Facebook, Instagram. I don't give a fuck. I'm blowing you motherfuckers up every chance I get. I don't care if no one watches this YouTube video. It's going to be hard for you to ignore because I'm spreading this shit everywhere because you've fucked over enough people. You've exposed me to something that I shouldn't be exposed to because you're too fucking selfish and lazy to do the right fucking things. Thank you for joining me this evening. Fuck all you assholes who don't want to get vaccinated or wear masks. I hope you fucking die and leave the planet so we don't have to deal with you anymore. Fuck being nice to you assholes because I have no sympathy. All my fucks from my fuck farm have been given away and I'm fresh out of fucks. Fucking die, all of you. Fuck you motherfuckers. Anyway, my rant for the day. Have a great day. Please be safe out there. Remember, COVID is still a fucking thing, regardless of what your bosses, the government, or anyone else says, specifically the Phoenix VA. Might want to get tested, people. Have a great day. Please be the best heathens that you can be, and have a great fucking day.